That's the one that I got to go.
I know it's Friday. I know. You just got paid.
Amen.
Friday, Hunter. Feeling all right. What's the rest of the song? Friday night. Y'all know the song. What did I say? That's when you make up words. You don't know. Good. Oh, I got to stop by myself.
Where Brian?
We live. Y'all give it up for Brian Meyer, who was laying on the camera.
I missed rehearsal today, so.
Good evening, everybody. Hello. Y'all glad to be here? Yes. Like, I'm glad to be here.
What folks in third row up there? Third row.
Very lucky 13. You remember when you were 13?
Oh, yes.
What you did?
I don't.
Come on.
It's before
As a boy.
It's before video games. So what I did.
No, come on, tell
I
us.
went to church a lot. And took my mom out. I cut the grass. I was still
What's Harry?
Play chess.
playing
Oh,
chess.
no, don't tell us stuff we need to know too.
Chess is C-H-E-S-S, not C-E-S-T.
What did you do? Imagine how the Catholic priest.
Oh, no, I never did that. So, I all good stuff.
You only did good stuff.
Yes, I did.
You never did, you never got a strength.
The nuns once or twice, but not really at home.
Okay, since you confessed, when I was 13, I wanted to go to a dance. If y'all remember the dance, they used to have the socials. Thank you for letting me know. The only one more country than me, we call them socials. I wanted to go to the socials in like the next city. And so the next time, so I asked my dad, and he said, go ask your mama. So I wanted to ask my mama, and my mama said no.
Right.
So what did I come back and tell my daddy? My mama said, yes. I told my mama said yes, and I went to dance. I was out on the floor, I was corners, I don't even know what I was doing, mashed potatoes, or something. I turned around, and there goes my mama.
Oh, boy.
That's all I remember. The next day, I think I was 14 or 15, and I didn't know what I was doing.
You got a bad mouth when you walk back in the day.
Mama wobbled me. Wobbled me with the paddle or whatever. So how's it feel to be 13 years old?
It feels wonderful. Yeah. 13 years. Pensacola Network and not missing a single month.
I know, right? Y'all can just go for You had this incredible vision to bring people together and to network, to strengthen the community, to connect folks all along African American things, economic, educational, social, and to drink. And so that's what he wanted to do. So 13 years later, here we are, still drinking.
Yes.
I mean, water. Y'all give it up.
Yes, sir. Part 4 was the Oklahoma Breaks last night.
Part 4. Y'all, who was there last month for Part 4? Lester Smith. Yeah, wasn't that fantastic? 4. Okay, thank you. It was really 4,000.
It was very nice.
It was very nice, yeah. Kudos to Part 4, 51 years with their charitable long-term living, 60 plus years. So, anybody else here over 60 plus? Okay, I shouldn't ask that question. Okay, all right. Okay, this one there is the only one jumping in terms. Okay, all right.
There's a birthday too.
Oh, what? You're 25? Yes. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, we want to thank our sponsors, Lloyd's put that up, and, for being with us from day one. There's so many who have been with us from day one, including like the Post Minority Chamber of Commerce being right there with us, around WBQP TV, Vernon Watson, they love Vernon behind the camera. Shout out to Robert Hill and WRNU Choice 106.9. News Journal, Channel 3, oh my Lord. In Weekly, so many media. Pensacola Voice.
This was
I was about to say God rest their soul, but yeah, no. Let's bring this back up. Okay.
Is there anybody here from the first event?
Huh?
Is there anybody here from the first event?
Oh, was anyone here for the first event? Okay, 1, 2, Gloria, and now still at the same age. Parents are still at 12. Parents still at 12. Yeah. That's cool. Well, thank y'all for being here. We really appreciate it. And how was the food? Give it up for the board. How was the food?
You know, all that does is they bring decorations, they bring a great variety of food. It's just wonderful time that we take care of the neighbors. We kind of had on a holiday for a while. You know, 4th of July over with, and we got a couple of months before we get some holidays again.
Well, it's a holiday tomorrow, Saturday. So we do want to, just before we get started, we have a special guest here, but I do want to just pay homage to John Gerald's longtime city councilman, volunteer educator who passed this week. Belinda is here with Movement for Change. He volunteered with so many other organizations, but we just want to just give thanks to his spirit, pray for his family on his transition, because he did some good work.
Yeah, when I first came to town, I met Mr. Girls, and he told me about the chambers and things that were going on, talking about how he worked with city council. He was really giving some wonderful advice that I still use to this day. So.
Did you ever see him laugh? I don't think I ever saw him smile or laugh. Anybody see him smile or laugh? Did you ever see John Gerald smile or laugh?
She did, okay.
One time. You said one time. Okay, one time. Okay. Okay, let's put some packing back in here.
Yes, absolutely.
Y'all, we have a special guest in the building. I mean, all y'all. I mean, not just Michael and Candace on the front here. You know, we got y'all in there, Michelle. I got my Michelle Obama over here, but then we got an extra special Barack and Michelle. But we got an extra special guest in the building, all the way from hot Atlanta, Georgia. He came in here just for this. Wink, wink, wink. And can y'all welcome Mr. Antoine Knight? Money don't crack. So thank you for being here. This is so exciting. You are just go along if I don't name one of the awards you won, Grammy, Emmy, Oscar, Obie, Tony, you won all of those awards. Just go along with it. Yes, okay, yes, live with me. Thank you. So exciting to be here. Did you bring any albums to sale? No? You just
Always carry my money.
You always carry. You want some more magic?
Come on, musician.
I see this all the time, so I don't know what you're saying.
You're not the norm.
No, I'm not the norm. I say, oh, man, I don't know about this. Oh, that's my person. Oh.
Exactly.
So is that an invitation? I mean, are you saying that you play something?
Well, I was off this week, you know.
You just
Well,
said.
I'm never off because my mom always had me doing something.
Aaron, now you don't teach me. What do you say? Bought my horn. I got good looking knees.
Okay.
I got good looking knees. I bought my horn. That's what you just said.
Yeah.
Well, tell us why you are in town, and then we will be back in town. You have a bit of comment before I put you on whatever they call it.
Okay, this is my third annual school jazz, everyday jazz event. The last two shows sold out, and this year I'm doing something a little bigger. I have Mr. Funky Culture Maker Man himself, Mr. Tom Brown. It's going to be on the bill along with Billboard winning Fruitless, Rainy White Sun, and a pompous artist that I have coming up. He wanted to come on the committee. He wanted to come on the committee. On the show. His name is Patrick Lamb. Patrick was star-studded saxophone. So the proceeds of my band, some of the proceeds is going to Washington High School band. Every year we make a pledge to give back to the community because this is a community band, and me playing all over the country, playing all over the world, it's really the dream. Playing home, and it's just not way of getting back home. And not only that, God told me in my spirit, when doors are being closed, you be the door, and you create your own opportunities. So this is something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm looking for a big turnout this year. I really appreciate you guys, Pensacola, and you guys, come and support the event. It's going to be a star-studded show. You have never seen me perform before. My last name is Knight, and my motto is, I'll give you a night to remember. Okay. When I perform, I'm going to give you a night to remember. And she'll come out to the 2026 Pensacola Everyday Jazz Series.
And what's the date?
September 6th. Doors open. Help me, Mom.
That's
Yeah,
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And then showtimes will be at 7:30. We got a whole lot going on, and I understand that you want to be on the show too.
I am. I'm ready to sing, y'all.
Yeah.
How do you get tickets for that?
Okay.
You just asked my husband to sing.
Well, I gotta find out when to see you sing, so I know we can.
Right.
Now we're going to shoot. I've been practicing my shoot.
Okay. Stop.
Yeah, that's it. I've been practicing.
Well-
I'm excited to be the MC along
Yes.
with, oh my Lord, who's your music director?
Gino.
Gino Rosario. What? Gino Rosario, we have
Yeah. We had a meeting yesterday, we had lunch, and we had a very nice, productive gathering. He's now in charge of me. I have an outstanding band, and I'm just looking forward to it. And I hope you guys can come out. It's going to be September 6th. The show's going to start at 7:30. The ticket information is my website. If you remember Antoine Knight Music, AntoineKnightMusic.com. That's the most simplest way to get home tickets. On the website, you can see ticket info, press that. Now, unfortunately, I was told by my mom and you comedian, the VIPs are sold.
We good for you, but look at what's going on.
Now, do some things, Mom, might do some magic, but the general tickets is still available.
And VIP gets you some food, it gets you some drinks, it gets you access to the artists, it gets you
Correct.
backstage, and you may even join me on stage singing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Right.
Right, and on top of that, well, we do have general seating, and we do something a little different. We got some great views of the balconies, and I'm really looking forward to it. And you guys can have it. Come out.
Well, thank you for being here. I do want to provide you an opportunity. Wait this way.
Oh, I
Oh, you got
didn't
some
know.
flyers.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, in Brownsville Community Center. In Brownsville. She got some flyers. Oh, this is his mother, Miss Grace Marshall. And I'm like, come on in. Come on in.
Mama, you're not shy.
Come on. She will kick her leg up like Rodney Rush.
Say how to do it, son. Say how to do it, son. This is how I do my day.
going to be. So if you don't want to go on the website, I do have some flyers I'll pass out tonight.
You are such a mama. Sit down with your kids. Great Martha said, I can show you how to do it. That's why she didn't kick her leg up, and she will. I think only 2 people kick their leg up like that and turn by the rush. She kicked their leg up. I said, oh, goodness gracious. So, will you grace us with the song? We're gonna banter a little bit, and then you know, like they do right before they bring the preacher up, they do a, what's that called? You can tell when we're in church. Collection plate? Not a collection plate. I'm United Methodist. It's a hymn of preparation. Okay, so before we bring Aaron up, before we bring the word up, and we don't have royalty money, so I'm just saying. So Brian will pay you whatever you desire. We got a lot of pennies. We got a lot of pennies. Thank you. Y'all give it up for Antoine Knight.
Flavored waters and stuff, you remove?
Yeah, oh, yes, so I think they I've heard that sound like Andy already. That's what I heard. That's what Lord told me.
Chocolate hot sauce?
She says, yeah, I can't talk about that song. Oh, we can't talk about that song. That's my special song. That's my special song I sing with Lord.
Oh, it's luscious over there.
That's why it's so special. So you have an announcement from the chamber?
Just real quick, this is a busy week for us. We had our joint chamber after hour event at the Pensacola Chamber yesterday. We had a high local government event on Monday. We had a great turnout. 38 people were there, learning about businesses and government things. We got some more great things happening next week. We got 2 ribbon cuttings taking place on next Friday, 31st, one with Bodacious Brew and one with Library-led Solutions with Alicia Tipton. So we have 2 going on the 31st, and we have our big supplier development event. I do have the flyers out here as well. For that event taking place on August 27th. And then we have our big anniversary gathering taking place on October the 1st. So go to our Facebook page, go to our website, and you'll see information about those events.
And before I forget, we have one of our former speakers has opened up a business. So she's been in business 5 years. So my coffee is not kicked in. I promise you. Skinny Glory Sweet Treats. Priscilla Sapp Perkins. Yes, so her store, yes, she has a store over on Michigan Avenue, and that she's doing 3 events in celebration, and the next one is September 5th, and you're all invited. We posted that. We'll post that on the website, and then she's going to have another surprise experience on October 3rd, so you'll be able to join her. 5 years in business and 1 year as a retail shop. I was there yesterday. It's a beautiful shop.
We did a ribbon cutting for her event, and it's such a beautiful, cute, it's like a boutique that has really beautiful, like, it's kind of like desserts almost.
Yes, all natural products. I walked in, I was 25. I walked out, I was 20. You're so much younger when you come out. Yes. Okay, thank you. All right, what else? Ready to get something away?
Sure, but one last thing, DJ, can you So, I'm going to birthday. You said make our hat, of course, with these. So I'm raised very good, 13 years old. My beautiful wife gets together and what's that song you play with Lloyd?
Sexual healing. Sorry, baby. We celebrated 19 years, so I'm still trying to. Got married when I was 6.
33 years.
I promised me 51 years. I told him when I turned 70, he can go get him a 20. That will be in 45 years, so it's not going to add and subtract. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And the 20-year-old will be taking care of him, so that's the. I change your gums, Mr. Richard. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Happy anniversary. Thank you for being here for the 2020 Tony anniversary song.
Let's give it up to Sheldon Tower. It's been 1 year since Reverend Powell's transition, and his memory lives on forever. So Truth for Youth, Truth for Youth has been with us, has been our nonprofit partner in this, and so thank you so much. Y'all give it up to Truth for Youth. Let's give away. We have where's our prize? We have a container. Will you grab that? We give away, what is that, milk power? We give away 4 milk power meals, and then we have something courtesy of Tea and Brooks. And we have money too. We give away money. We'll give away all 4 of those.
See, that team Brooks is very, very generous. They always bring out great gifts, so we appreciate that, Richard and Eric, for your wonderful gifts you bring out.
On our 50th anniversary, we're going to give away a house. We have something to look forward to. Thank you. I'm not saying size. Let's not mention that it's Lego. We're going to give away a house.
Furniture burn, is that big? You put them in the air like that and give away a house?
Anything goes.
Oh, hey! Yes, make sure. Make sure.
There are no lawyers present. Okay, all right. Any time for that. So let's go ahead. The other ones over there. We have 4 of these. And there are some other announcements coming up. We didn't mention everything. I know Cindy Martin has, Juanita shared with us, Cindy Martin has an event coming up talking about survivors of violence and her Trayvon Martin's mother, Sabrina. Miss Sabrina is going to be here in August. Sabrina Fulton will be here in August. So put that on the website as well. You can get tickets to that and support that. Okay, so we should just keep talking here. Okay, all right.
If you have a business card, you can get to Mr. Lloyd, and please get those for the drawing.
Okay, so let's do this then. We'll give those away for the second. Who's here for the first time?
First time here.
First time. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Libby, Stephen, come on up. We're going to give our first timers. Come on up. Our first time visit. Our first time guests. Come on up. Y'all get here. There you go. Y'all pull up and we'll get a picture. I know, right? Come on, let's get a picture. I know. Come on, let's get a picture. We call them the virgins. I have to watch this right. I know, right? All right, let's give our virgins a hand.
That's my son.
You know what?
I was late.
Okay, let's come on.
Like some fast girls going to dance.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right. Let's pull 2 for Team Brooks. What do we have in there?
We have a bottle of wine and a $20 gift card to Lowe's.
Oh, wow. Okay. And our winners are.
This bus getting off me and ride to put his name down. It was my more often than not.
My mother,
Well, he didn't go listen to my mom.
Thank you, Brenda and Larry. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. And thank you in advance for the house.
It's gonna be this big.
No, we're good, we got to pull. Okay, so let's, pull one more for yours, and then we'll pull the money after.
Wait, can I add two more?
Yes.
This is just a PSA stock off mug that has natural grown, local grown honey in there, and they put they have when they're empty. They want to get it out today for
All righty, and Wendy, this is. Oh, we have to watch Rodney. Put this card back in. Sorry, one more time. This card for Ms. Grace. This just says the King Richard Foundation. Who's here from the King Richard Foundation?
And
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yay! Okay. Oh, David, yay! The King Richard Foundation advocates for autism, particularly for African American children. You will take a picture here. And this is David Richard. I'm just gonna thank you. You took it. I'm too young. Okay.
Robin, remember the history of the Declaration?
I will. Can you take the picture back? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Lord is reminding me that,
Just so y'all,
but you gotta be on camera. No, you can't. Come on. You can't consider it not.
Just submit, Lloyd.
I
Just
know.
submit. Don't fight. Don't fight.
David's grandfather and my grandfather were brothers.
Yeah. So they're saying, because I thought he was gonna say that Ann and David were here in the beginning 13 years ago.
Yep.
They did the chair covers and the balloons for us, with their buttons and bows. Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. It's some family stuff. Okay. All right, now we have a genealogy. Okay, what else? Don't you have some money there? You got some money. $25,000.
$25,000
pennies to give away. Yes. Big money. Okay, Renee? $25,000 pennies. Libby's already won. I'm putting the name back in.
Olivia Scott.
Oh, I know, right? Come on, no, you accepted it, period. Come on. Yeah, you get a picture. This is from the chamber.
Thank you. Well, I knew for the co-host next time.
All right. Woo.
I'll get to it.
I love giving things away. We'll get that back to. All right. Okay. I think Hey, $25 away. And so before Antoine comes up, I want to do one other thing. Let's thank our amazing volunteers who have been with us for 13 years. If you volunteered with us in any way, please raise your hand and just so we can acknowledge you and say thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much. Everybody volunteered again. This is how we make it through. So thank y'all so much. All right. Y'all ready for the main course? Woo! All right. Ready to sing, Brian? You go back up next one?
I get my time for singing to Miss Aaron.
Oh,
Take my place. I
no.
don't want to try that time, Jessica.
Okay, all right. Well, so right after Antoine comes up, thank you so much, Antoine, for doing this. Thank you so much.
Only for Pensacola.
Oh, Pensacola, thank you so much. It gives me great pleasure to do this just like we do in church. After the hymn of preparation. I am so excited to have one of our dear friends, one of our community friends, a veteran. She is a financial planner, had been for a long time with Edward Jones, Lord have mercy. Edward Jones, and so she has held her own shingle and has done fantastic work in the community, already helping people be financially stable, seeing the vision of their future financially and the stability of it, helping them grow their money. Miss Erin Williams, who moved into the neighborhood some years ago as well, so we're excited that she's hung out her own shingle. So can y'all give it up for, oh, wait a minute. What did I say? Was it Erin Williams? I say Erin Williams. That's a whole nother person. It's Steve's fault. It's Steve's fault. It's the husband's fault. It's the husband's fault. He was teasing me. Talking about he's gonna act right. I never know Steve to act right. That's what probably the story. Erin Wilmer with Wilmer Financial Services. So she's gonna be our motivational speaker for our 13th anniversary. So I'm so grateful for her. So y'all give it up for Erin Wilmer. I don't know that Antoine, he doesn't need a microphone. And so we're going to have Antoine come on.
I want to do something that's going to be a part of the show. I just want to highlight something, songs that I did on the radio. And it's called, something about you. This was my debut national coming out when I started out. It's jazz, okay? All right. You guys will show it, okay? There's something about you, all right? Something about you, okay?
understand. Robin forget everybody's not as tall as she is. 13 years though, wow, what a celebration. 13 years of giving back, 13 years of connecting people, 13 years of sowing seeds into the community. What is just a celebration. I'm so excited to be here. And what can we say about Robin and Lloyd and Brian, right? I mean, you all have just, since you just give back, give. And a lot of people think of the number 13, when you hear it, you think unlucky, right? You think negative, right? But really that number is the number of transformation, it's the number of new beginnings. And so I'm excited to see what the next 13 years is gonna look like. I mean, what are you gonna put out your hat, Robin? This whole little thing with you and Brian is so cute though. So I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna have to come up with something even better. But thank you all so much for sowing seeds, making connections, bringing people together, forcing them to network, and making this community better and better and better and better. So give it up for Robin and Lloyd. I'm gonna talk, and it's always better if we talk together, like if we dialogue about investing, because it's a conversation that most people don't like to have a conversation about investing. So I'm going to just tell you a few things, and then I want us to have some conversation about it, okay? So if you have questions, feel free to engage with me. But I want to talk about investing. What do you think is the number one thing that people, the number one mistake that people make when it comes to investing?
Don't invest.
Say it again?
They don't invest.
They don't invest. They wait, right? They wait for the kids to graduate. They wait to get that next promotion at their job. They wait until they feel like they have enough money to invest, right? So the number one mistake people make when it comes to investing is they wait. And before you know it, you're 40, you're 50, you're 60, and you haven't done anything. So the number one thing, if you don't remember anything I say tonight, it would be what? Don't wait. Don't wait, right? Don't wait. Don't wait. Sit down and talk with me, right? But don't wait. When we talk about investing, there's three things that you really have to do. Really, three things. We keep it really simple. Have to have an emergency plan, an emergency fund. What do you think that emergency fund is for? Emergencies. If you get into a car accident, or if you run over some tires and you need 4 new tires, that emergency fund should have enough money there for you to be able to get some tires, right? If the AC unit goes out, and you need to get a new AC unit, you should have some money in there for that AC unit, right? It's for life's emergency. What's the second thing? Investing. Gotta be able to put your money to work. Do you get up and go to work every single day? So your money should get up and go to work every single day. It should not just be sitting in a savings account, not earning anything. That's lazy money. Your money should be going to work for you every single day. Right? Y'all look at me crazy. Come on, talk to me. Your money should be working. It's the day of, putting it in the savings account, keeping it in the bank, and it's not doing anything for you. Let me tell you something. The bank is making money off your money. So why shouldn't you make money off your money? Right? So put your money to work. Tell me some of your biggest things about investing. What are your biggest fears about investing? Loss. I can hear you.
Loss.
Loss. That's a good one. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my money. Can everybody? Yeah. Right? So what if I told you if all you do is put your money in a savings account, that you're going broke slowly? You don't believe me? Who can tell me the rate of inflation? Yes. The rate inflation grows 3 to 4% every single year. So if your money is not making 3 to 4% every single year, then what are you doing? You're going broke slowly. Your money's not even keeping up with the pace of inflation. Inflation grows 3 to 4% every single year. That means it's going to cost us 3 to 4% every single year to live So the money has to be making at least 3 to 4%. And how many know how much the money market pay or the savings account pay? It's like 0.025, it's something crazy, right? It's like crazy what they're paying here. But trust me, they're making money off your money. So investing, number 1, emergency savings. Number 2, investing. Number 3, protection. We know it as insurance, right? Insurance. If we see another GoFundMe, y'all, on Facebook, right? Those are people that have failed to plan for life's unexpected emergencies. And life insurance is the #1 way to transfer wealth. Do you want to use your money or other people's money? Other people's money, come on. I'll keep mine, I'm gonna use other people's money. That's what life insurance is. It is other people's money. You pay a small amount to get a big amount and transfer it to your family if something happens to you. The easiest #1 way to transfer wealth. So we're talking about building wealth, we're talking about giving to the next generation. We should have some life insurance, right? The best time to get life insurance is when you're young and healthy. Because when you're old and not so healthy, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, right?
Yep.
Y'all with me still?
Yes.
Okay. So #1, emergency savings. Number 2, investing. Number 3, insurance. All right. Another thing I want to say really quick is I want to talk about the fear of why people wait and what happens when you wait. So a lot of people think I gotta have a whole bunch of money to invest. If I don't have, 10, 20, 30, $100,000, what am I investing for? But you have to start somewhere. And little bit over time builds over time. So if you're consistent in the little, it will grow to the big. And the whole idea of investing is while you're working, you're building something so when you retire, those investments you can live off of. So while you work, you pay into your retirement, and then when you retire, your retirement pays you. Am I talking? Is this making sense?
Yes.
So it's all about just taking a little bit. If you take just $100 a month, what do you spend $100 a month on?
$25 a week to spend on that.
Somebody come and see. What do you spend $100 on? Eating out. That's the #1. Eating out. Who else? Nails. Come on, y'all. Hair. Shopping. Shoes. Right? What if it's coffee? Don't talk about Starbucks. These Starbucks alone. Right? If we just blow $100 in a month just on anything. If you take that same $100 and you put it into an investment, that's going to yield you a 7 to 8% return over time. That's going to put you at $250,000, just $100 a month. Just $100 a month.
What about buying stock in some of the places that we go to, like Starbucks and Delta, and everywhere I shop, I'm always saying, buy me some stock in that. Because if I'm spending money there, I want to make money.
My husband is my worst client. He is my worst. But that's a great point. You should have stock and where you spend money with. So let me ask you a question, really quick. Let me ask you a question. Who shops at Walmart? Everybody, right? We don't do Target so much anymore, so I can't say that. But let me ask you a question, Mr. Berman. Have you ever been to Walmart, and as you were leaving Walmart, did they stop you at the door and give you $5 and say, "Thank you for shopping at Walmart today"? Has that ever happened to you?
Never.
Never? Has that happened to anybody? No? No? Well, when you own stock in Walmart, every quarter, they pay you a dividend based on how many shares you have. They give you a kickback, right? Every single quarter. When you own stock in Walmart. So if you shop at Walmart, own some stock in Walmart.
Hey, do that kickback in a video. Do it again.
See what I mean by words? See what I mean? So that's a great question. Any other questions about just stocks in general, dividends? If you're going to be buying You know why? Because people are never gonna stop having babies, and they're never gonna stop taking medication. And Johnson & Johnson has paid that dividend for over 40 years, nonstop. I love Johnson & Johnson, great stock. Questions, come on, talk to me, y'all. I don't know where we are with time. Yes, ma'am, in the dress.
So now that we're talking stock, any current AI stock that you would recommend that you think is gonna be 5 to 10 years or just in general? Any market?
So that's a great question, right? She wanted to know, are there any AI stocks that I would recommend? So, what I would recommend when it comes to AI is I would recommend buying those stocks inside of an ETF, right? And so an ETF is not just one stock, but it's a whole house of stocks. So if something happens to one of those companies, you still got 50 other companies inside of that ETF. So that is how I would recommend you buy the AI products right now. It's inside of the ETF. It's going to give you some security, not only use that word security, but it's going to give you some diversification instead of just being in one company.
What is ETF?
It's an exchange traded fund. It's an exchange traded fund, but I want you to remember it's a house of stocks.
Is that like the S&P 500?
The S&P 500 is the exchange where all of the companies trade on, right? So the ETF is your opportunity to be able to buy into the stock exchange and not buy into one, but be able to buy into several at one time. Does that make sense? Think about a mansion. You know how the mansion has a whole bunch of different rooms? That's an ETF. Or you may know them as mutual funds, right? You've heard of mutual funds. A lot of you have them in your 401ks and your 403bs and all of those. So a mutual fund is a whole house of investments. Best way to invest because you got instant diversification and you're in more places at once. Okay, great question. What else? Yes, Bridget?
So, Erin, you mentioned buying stock in the places where you shop. And then you mentioned the ETF. So how would one begin buying stock or buying ETFs or mutual funds? How do you make that leap into investing in the market?
Okay, great question. Bridget's question was, how do you make the leap of investing into the market? So there are several ways. The number one way is to talk to me. Number one way, okay? Sit down with me and let's have a conversation. But there are several ways to buy stock. They have platforms where you can go in and you can buy fractional shares. You may not be able to afford $135 stock, but you may be able to get a fraction of that stock. So there are several ways for you to be able to purchase stock. Number one way is talk to me. But great question. Great question. Yes, Kate. I did bring cards. So my cards are on that front table. There's also a flyer that talks about my investments that I offer in my services. My office is right down the street, right across from Jim Morris. And there's also a sheet for you to sign up for an appointment if you want to meet with me. Yes, beautiful hair.
And a lot of us invest through our 401ks. Any pearls that you can provide on that? And are there ways that you can even help, that your services can help with your 401ks?
Right. So, the way that I would recommend that you invest inside of your 401k, if you are young and you're building, you want to be in growth-focused investments, okay? If you are nearing retirement, you want to move into income-focused investments. And then say it on there, growth-focused, income-focused, real simple. I do offer, I will help you and show you what to invest in your 401k. I don't get paid for that. So whenever you get ready to retire, I am expecting you to roll that money on over to me so I can get paid for all that free advice I gave you over the years. But yes, I would absolutely help you to understand what's inside your 401k and show you how to invest it. Great question, Gary. Thank you. Yes, Bridget.
So since you mentioned the rollover and being paid, how are you paid, Erin?
Oh, this is a great question, Bridget. So I get paid the money that I manage, right? My percentage is 1% a year. I made it 1% a year because the industry standard is 2%, 2.5. I wanted to be competitive. I also did not want to overcharge people. So whenever I sit down with you and I'm giving you advice, I don't get paid until we actually manage money, okay? So if I sit down with you and I help you, I'm not getting paid for that. I don't charge for that. But it is with the expectation that you will eventually grow money or invest with me. If you have money where you've worked at companies before and you've left the money at that 401k, and it's just out there, no one's managing it, you don't know what's going on with it, those are great opportunities for us to work together. Because if you're not at that old job, your money should be at that old job, right? It should not be somewhere where you can't have any kind of control over it. So thank you for that question. Was that good? Did I get that? Okay. What else? Yes, sir.
I had a question about fixed annuities. Do you feel like that's a good investment, or should it be something more diversified to retire?
So there is not a straightforward answer to that because those types of investments are based on your situation. What I would say about annuities, whether they're variable, whether they're fixed means you're going to get a guaranteed rate of return on your money. Variable means it's going to go up and down. But once you've worked your entire life, right, and now you're looking to roll that money and put it into something to protect it, right, an annuity makes sense. But while you're working and you're growing, it does not make sense because you're still trying to build that money. But once you retire and you're trying to make sure it lasts longer than you do, then an annuity would make sense in that situation. Does that answer your question? Great question. What else, y'all? Talk to me, come on, because I'm looking in the crowd and all y'all should be my clients and what's going on? What's holding you back? Yes, ma'am.
Can you set up a monthly plan with you, Erin, where you're paying monthly and investing into your account?
Yes, absolutely.
Right out, almost like a direct deposit?
Absolutely. So my back office is Charles Schwab, so you all are familiar with Charles Schwab. And for our young investors, I absolutely tell our young investors to put in $50 a month, $100 a month, and just leave it alone. We pick out a couple of ETFs, mutual funds, and we just automatically invest that money, and we begin to build their wealth. That's how it works. So, great question. Thank you for that.
You mentioned young people, so talk about that, how we start investing for children, maybe even when they're born, so when they get to be our age, they're not sitting around having some of the issues that we had before we started investing.
Right, and so what Steve and I did for our children is we got them custodian accounts when they were young. We bought them a couple of positions in there and we paid into it every single month. And so when our oldest son got ready to leave home, he was able to get some money out of that against mom and dad's advice, but he went out and bought him a Mustang. But hey, after he gets to a certain age, it's his money, and you become, an advisor, not, you can't tell him what to do. But anyway, he had money in that investment account. Same thing with our other 3 children. So I would absolutely recommend that you do some type of a custodian account. You can do a 529 if you want to have something for them for college. You can also give them an IUL. Have you all heard of those? So an IUL is an Index Universal Life Insurance Policy. It does 3 things. The first thing it does is it gives you a guaranteed death benefit. So it is a life insurance policy. The second thing it does is it has a separate account that builds and is invested. So it builds in cash value into it. And then the third thing that it does, if anything happens to you, like you get hurt and you cannot work, right? Then you're able to pull from that benefit and use those benefits for short-term care. So I would recommend getting an IUL for your young children because it's going to build, it's going to do those 3 things for them, and that is a great deal to invest in for your children. Thank you for that question. Yes, sir.
So if I come to like an inheritance or if I win a bunch of money, is there a way to defer taxes by investing that money or that?
Right, there are some tax-free investments that you can do, right? But if you have, and in Florida, inheritance is tax-free, right? Gambling wins are not, good. But there are some tax-free investments that you can put it into, whereas it grows, you're not taxed on the growth of it, right? You all are familiar with the Roth IRA, right? You've heard that, you've seen it on TikTok, right? And that's basically whatever you put into that vehicle, the Roth IRA is a vehicle, right? Think of it as a car. Or whatever investment you put into it as it grows is tax-free, all right? So yes, that's a great question. Yes, ma'am.
Couple questions. What if you have a small amount, let's say 5,000, and you say, oh, I want to buy stocks in this transportation, stocks in this particular company. Would you be able to take that amount and buy the stocks in those particular companies?
Absolutely. We would talk about those particular companies, and if they're not a good investment, I'm going to advise you of that. But at the end of the day, I am your CFO. You are the COO, this is your money, but if it's something that is not a good investment, I will advise you of that, right? What makes something a good investment? How long it's been around, for one, whether or not it pays that dividend that we talked about earlier, what kind of debt it has, right? So there are some questions that some things we'll look at when we're making those purchases to make sure it's a good buy for you. Yes, sir.
How do you do estate planning?
I am not an attorney. Right, I'm not an attorney. I know just enough to be dangerous, but I do have attorneys that I work with. I do legacy planning, right? So I make sure that your beneficiaries are up to date on all your policies. I make sure that they're on your investment accounts. I make sure that you're not going to be charged a whole bunch of money of your loved ones or something were to happen to you, that those accounts will easily transfer over to them. So I do legacy, but I'm not an attorney. Yes.
Do you have any advice or rules that you use if you have a stock and you just keep losing money? You're trying to hold up for the long term. Like, when do you finally just decide it's time to cut?
Ooh. She said that if you have a stock position and you keep losing money, at what point do you just cut the cord? Right? So I'm going to answer that with a question. With a story. So I had a client call me a couple of weeks ago, and they saw that there was a possibility that Spirit would be bought out and saved by the government. And they wanted to buy Spirit. And my advice to them was, I wouldn't buy Spirit, right? Well, we believe that this and this and this. And I was like, okay, well, I need you to sign this form, and we're going to go ahead and go buy Spirit. 2 days later, Spirit let all their people go, and it went complete zero, right? So there are going to be signs with that company, and we're going to have a conversation, right? If it's 25%, if it's just a market correction, then we're not going to panic. But if it's stuff going on with that company, and it's just going down, they're getting further and further in debt, the signs are telling us that we need to jump ship, then we're going to jump ship. And there are telltale signs. The company is just not, isn't going to be making bad decisions. It's going to be time for us to get up out of it, right? So I don't want you to panic when the market dips, though, right? When the market corrects, just like a ball, it's going to bounce down, but it's going to bounce back up, right? And no person that has invested for a 10-year period, stay diversified, has lost money in the market. So I don't want you to think that you're going to lose money. You just have to stay invested, be in solid investments, and lock in. Click, stay in, right? Great question.
What are your advice to those folks that invest into the lotteries and the casinos?
First off, mind your business.
Well, that's not, the rich don't. It's just us chasing, right? I would not recommend. It's not. Yeah.
So what companies do?
It's entertainment, though, right? You gotta remember it's entertainment. It's not a for sure way to get rich, right? It's entertainment. Y'all about to walk out on me now. I love bingo, so paying companies, right? Yeah, dividend paying companies is where you first want to put your money into. Dividend paying companies, somebody that's going to give you a kickback, right? Also, power companies, right? Because they're not moved by what's going on in the market. We got to pay our electricity bill, so Southern company, I mean, just good solid companies, right? Good solid medical companies, good solid medical sales companies. I mean, there's just some great opportunities in the market for you to be able to buy oil, you know, there's just great opportunities. So, great question. Yes, sir.
Do you have any financial vehicles that you put a lump sum of money in and it generates you a revenue in perpetuity?
We have, so the annuity does that, right? The annuity will pay you a pension for life. You also can buy CDs, you can buy bonds. Bonds generate income, right? So there are some income producing investments out there. That's a great question. Yes.
All right, would y'all give it up for Aaron Williams?
One more thing to do. I'm gonna bring my husband up. I'm gonna ask Lloyd to come up.
Oh, well, we're not done yet. I'm gonna ask you some more
No,
questions.
come on.
No, we're not done yet. I'll ask you some questions. No. You didn't tell me to shut up.
We want to just, what we want to do, we want to say thank you to Robin and Lloyd, but we want to just not say it with our mouth. We want to say it with our actions. So we have a surprise for you all. We have a surprise for y'all. We want to give them a gift from Roman Financial.
What? Oh, my Lord.
We want to say thank you, Robin.
He got the real big in his pocket.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Wow, what a blessing. Wow. Lord, have mercy.
There you go.
Wow. Well, we give this to Lord because he had this Okay. All right, that's only the second time in my life I've been used to this. First time is when he entered the marriage. So I'm like, what? You think I'm out here? Somebody?
The way he still blush when you look at you, I was saying he does.
Oh, he needs new glasses. That's okay. Wow, thank you. Lord have mercy. We'll be seeing you on Monday. What you say about the lump sum? We always say this in church. Find the money, bills paid off, debts and all this. You know this is money, we get money with the mission, money with the passion, money with the assignment. Okay, I am pulled over here for myself. Preaching this town house. A man named Drew and God, that was fly all the time. That's amazing. Thinking I would be listening. I'd be listening. That's amazing. I'd be listening. I'm just saying that's 25 years. What? Okay, all right.
Hey, Roddy,
And then we get my question.
take that money and invest it now.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't wait.
But that is not why we gave it to them. We wanted to sow into what you all have done in this community. I mean, we always tell people how much we appreciate them, but nothing talks like, you know, giving back and sowing into what they're trying to do or what they're not trying to do, what you all have done. And we want you to know how much we appreciate you.
I record the whole thing.
I know, right? I know, right? Take my picture, multiply this. Okay.
when Steve met me, I was a broke one, right? I spent every dime that I had, and when I retired from the military, I knew that I wanted to teach. I thought I was going to teach babies. And I prayed one day, and I was like, Lord, I need a job. And one of our friends called me and asked me to interview for Edward Jones. And it's something that I would have never picked for myself. But as I began to go through the training, I just began to become passionate about it, and I wanted to see our community get what all belongs to us. And I wanted to be able to teach the younger generation that I wasn't taught some of the things that I teach. And so, in that way, we change the next generation and the generation after, and the generation after, because we teach them what we did not know. And so that's why I'm passionate about it.
Wow. So did you see, and you said you didn't learn it, but in your family, did you see people make mistakes with their money that you ended up making the same mistakes because we learned from the good, the bad, and the ugly?
We did. And so my mom was a spender, and I was a spender, and I'm still a spender, but now I do it with control. I get an allotment, and so I make sure that it's in our budget, and so I just do it with control. But my mom was a spender, my grandma was a spender, and so I was a spender, I was a shopper. So, and a drinker. Alcohol took a lot of them. But anyway.
We give it for free. Okay, next to part 4. So
yeah, but yes.
And so how then do you, I know you're talking education, but then do you do that? Do you sit down at the dinner table and go, okay, children, we're going to do this, that, then how do you teach them? Sometimes our children don't want to listen to us. You're grown, you don't know who's what.
Right, we started teaching our children at a young age about investing and showing them how their money can work for them. Also teaching them the value of hard work, right? Giving them an allowance. Steve would give our boys, every time they read a book, they would get money for reading. And so we just taught them at a young age. We taught them about credit. Steve has this funny story that he taught my son about credit. When you buy something on credit, the credit company says cash. Yeah. You end up paying for something 5 times. You have to wait until you have the money. So anyway, we teach them and we make it fun, we make it interesting, but it's something that since it has changed our life, we want to make sure that it changes our grandchildren's lives. So we have to make sure we teach our children and hold them accountable.
Well, thank you for what you do in the community. I know you're involved in so many nonprofits, and I'm sure you give them the same advice even for organizations. So thank you for what you and Steve do, especially you, for what you do in the community. Steve was one of our speakers for January a few years ago, so we're waiting for the children to come up, and so we'll get them on here too. So you know, get up and love and thank our River Financial Services, financial street here online. So we want people to be able to meet you and your card. So we need to give away some money. Not this, y'all. Not this. Not this. But we need to do the 50-50. So Sheldon, can you make your way down here for the 50-50? 50% of the 50-50, say it with me here, goes to the Truth for Youth, and then the other half goes to the person who won. And over the years, thanks to you, over these last 13 years, we've been able to give away over $20,000. Wow. Well, over $20,000. For the Truth for Youth. What do you point to? Oh, you have the. All right, look at you, Miss Mommy. Mommy, look at the money. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. If you have your blue ticket, how much is it, Bobby? How much is the hat? $35. $35. Okay. Glasses.
455 3684.
3684, last 4. Let's be clear. Come on up. Come on, Sheldon. Get a picture with you. We're going to check the ticket because, we trust you.
verified, huh?
Verified, trust me, verified. Yes. That's good, okay, all right. Our financial plan says you good, so we're gonna get money, we're gonna get over here, we're gonna get over here. Thank y'all so much for these past 13 years. It has been a true labor of love. Thank you to all of our volunteers, our sponsors who've been there. Thank you to WBQP, the Watson family, for all that they do in the community. We do a show every Thursday with Vernon, who makes me go to church extra every Thursday. I gotta pray before I get on, and I gotta pray after I get off TV with him. But thank you. And thank you to the Village Square, Eddie Todd, the whole Village Square family for going along with this journey with us. So please, let's meet each other, especially meet Aaron. Continue to eat next to the door. Our bartender, Nikki, over here. I know beverages now, so to make a toast. Thank you to each of you. We really do appreciate y'all. So,
Antoine, thank Antoine.
oh! Antoine, that is September 6th is the concert at Brownsville. You can go to AntoineMagMusic.com to get tickets, to get more information. And then he told me there's going to be a pre-show. What? The show starts at 7:30, but there's going to be a pre-show for a special 250th anniversary celebration. And there's going to be some high stepping. That's all I can tell you. I told you I can't say anything. There's going to be high stepping. So get your tickets today before they sell out. I think that they're almost close to selling out. The VIPs are already sold out. So get your tickets today. Come and jam. And meet him. Come and meet him. Oh, y'all been heard because he just blew me a kiss. So y'all been heard. Like you trying to go. Thank you so much. Look at it. Thank you, Antoine. Okay, y'all can go before he gets to go, because he said he's leaving tomorrow for town. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. All right, everybody.
Great job.